What's up guys, Lewis here from Incredible, back with another run through of all this week's top indie game news. As always, all the news stories covered in this video are covered at a lot more length in the weekly podcast, which should go live similar time to this video. But without going on anymore, let's dive into all the week's top indie game news. We kick off this week with Forgotten Anne, which is an absolutely stunning adventure game released on PlayStation, Xbox One and PC earlier this year. The news this week is that the game is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 9th of November. Now Forgotten Anne is developed by Throughline Games and published by Square Enix Collective, and trust me when I say it is an absolutely adorable adventure game. You play as Anne, who lives in the Forgotten Realm, and the Forgotten Realm is populated by these things called Forgottenlings, which are effectively objects that have been cast aside in the real world and found their new home in the Forgotten Realm. Moving through the Forgotten Realm, you'll need to not only try and stop a terrorist act, but also uncover the odd conspiracy along the way. Earlier this year when I played Forgotten Anne, I absolutely adored the game. Yes, the ending is a little bit rushed, but on the whole it's a genuinely stunning adventure game and I would recommend it to anyone. Cannot wait to play it on the Nintendo Switch. Next we move to Grip Combat Racing, an arcade racer that is releasing this week. Depending when you watch this video, it might even be out. Now the news this week came, or the news last week, came that Grip Combat Racing is coming to Xbox Game Pass day one of launch. Now I've been playing Grip Combat Racing the last couple of weeks and our review is available now. Now although I wasn't blown away by Caged Element and Wired Productions' spiritual successor to Roll Cage, there is fun to be had in the game. And the fact that Game Pass members can get their hands on the game for free or, well, for your subscription cost on the day of launch, well that's pretty cool. Grip Combat Racing is coming to PS4, Xbox One, PC and Nintendo Switch on the 6th of November. Next, we move to another racing game, or another arcade racing game called Horizon Chase Turbo, which is available now on PS4, Xbox One and PC, and is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 28th of November. Horizon Chase Turbo is heavily inspired by the classic Top Gear game, and is developed by Aquarius Game Studios. I had a lot of fun playing Horizon Chase Turbo on PC, but I didn't quite get for its very much inspired collectathon campaign, and having it on Nintendo Switch is probably going to be the perfect place where I can finish that game. Another racer to talk about now, and again another arcade racer, is Trailblazers, another game that released on PS4, Xbox One and PC a little while ago, and it is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 15th of November. What's different between Trailblazers and the two previous racing games I mentioned is Trailblazers is best seen as almost a Splatoon-like kind of racer, and if you're wondering what I mean by that, as you race around the tracks, you'll leave a trail. And by leaving a trail for your teammates to drive through, it gives them a little speed boost. And driving in your enemy's trail will slow you down. Co-op arcade racing game Trailblazers is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 15th of November. Next, we move on to that little tiny indie game called No Man's Sky. Now, we know a lot of people probably feel pretty burnt about No Man's Sky, but it's our job to bring you the news that there is another big update. This is the first big update since the next update, which brought co-op into the game. And this one is all about the water elements of No Man's Sky. The update, titled The Abyss, brings new aquatic vehicles, new aquatic buildings and new aquatic visuals. There's also some new story content, and as I said, this is the first update since the rather big next update that saw co-op come into the game. It's great to see Hello Games still bringing some pretty substantial updates to No Man's Sky, even though it's over 2 years after its release. We finish up this week's show with Agony. Agony is probably, and I'm going to say it, one of the most disappointing indie games of the year so far, but a complete new version of the game has released called Agony Unrated. The unrated version looks to update pretty much every element of the game, including new game modes, new enemies, new visuals and new story sections. Along the news of the big unrated update, we also got the news that it's coming to Nintendo Switch by the end of the year. As I previously said, I was hugely disappointed when I played Agony earlier this year, but who knows, maybe the unrated version has completely overhauled the game and made it a brilliant game. Who knows? Even better, we are giving away a copy of the unrated edition. All you need to do is comment in the comments below, just saying Agony, one simple word, Agony, and you'll be entered. And we'll announce a winner next week on the podcast, or I'll just contact you if you don't even watch the podcast. But hey, why wouldn't you want to watch a weekly indie game podcast? Anyway guys, that is going to wrap it up. As always, if you like what we do and you like these videos, why not give them a little like? If you want to keep up to date with more indie game content, including news, reviews and previews, hey, why not subscribe to Incredible? And if you really like what we do, why not head over to patreon.com/Incredible or hit this little link down here somewhere. For us $1 or so, you get exclusive pre and post show podcast content, as well as a complete ad-free experience. As always guys, thank you so much for stopping by and watching. Until next week, goodbye.